Let us look into question number 16. Question number 16 reads out as ethane as well as methane, the two compounds given to us. Ethane and methane can be prepared in single step from. That means in one step only we should be able to prepare by both ethane as well as methane. By introducing the change in just only one step we should be able to prepare them from, which will be acting as a starting material for us to obtain these two by just one step reaction. So is it CH3Br, that is bromomethane, or else is it C2H5Br, which is going to be our starting material, that is bromoethane, or else is it CH3CHO, that is acetaldehyde or ethanol, or is it C2H5OH, that is ethanol. Now I want you to focus your attention for these two compounds, bromoethane and ethanol. Upon subjecting them to the process of reduction, we will be able to obtain in a single step ethane, no doubt about it. But then we will not be able to obtain methane by one step. We will be able to obtain methane from ethane by descent series reaction, but it will not take place in one step. It involves a series of steps of the reaction. So therefore these two options are rooted out. And here we find the presence of two carbon atom, which is not required for the case of methane. So then we are left off with only one option, that is CH3Br. Let us see whether we will be able to prepare both methane and ethane. CH3Br plus CH3Br in presence of metallic sodium suspended in dry ether. That means I am talking with respect to Woods reaction. Woods reaction. So when we subject this bromomethane to Woods reaction, what will happen? Now in a single step itself we will be able to obtain a higher alkane, CH3CH3. This is nothing but C2H6, that is ethane. So one step change only we did. Along with this we have 2NaBr. Now by introducing the change in one step, will we be able to get methane also from this? Yes, of course. CH3Br when subjected to the process of reduction, that means let us pass dihydrogen gas in presence of finely divided nickel catalyst. Upon heating somewhere to a temperature range of 160 to 200 degrees Celsius, we will be able to convert this methyl to methane. What happens here is this from the dihydrogen, one H comes with Br, comes out as HBr, one more H will take the place of Br, then it becomes CH3H, that is nothing but CH4. So now we are subjecting this for one step change, that is to the process of reduction. Now the reduction can be carried out either by passing directly the dihydrogen gas I have shown you like, or else we can also use any reducing agent which will release the nascent hydrogen. Say for example sodium in alcohol, tin with HCl, zinc amalgam in HCl, or sodium amalgam in HCl. All of them are good reducing agents which have the ability to release nascent hydrogen. Even if we treat them with the reducing agent which is going to release nascent hydrogen, similar kind of a reaction can be observed. So now we observe that if we want to obtain ethane, one step change would be to subject it to the process of Woods reaction. If we want to obtain methane, we need to subject it to the process of reduction. So just by a single step change, we will be able to obtain both ethane and methane if we start from bromoethane as our starting material or as our reactant. So option A is the correct answer. Answer is option